Welcome to the 4chan Iceberg. If you are not familiar with icebergs, which I don't know how you could be at this point, it's a way of organising information from least obscure to most obscure. Looking on YouTube, I realised that no one has really covered an iceberg on 4chan, so I felt like I would do it myself. After looking for a bit, I eventually found a chart from Reddit user Seethe Cope Dilate, made 2 years ago. 4chan is a forum with no usernames, few rules, and few consequences. In recent times, 4chan has somewhat died down, with most of its image boards being spammed with some pretty weird stuff. There have been countless memes, trends, and the like that have originated from 4chan and are still used today. While the site is not what it used to be, it's still pretty active, with its influence still spreading across the web. I came across this list, which is a collection of events, memes, and mysteries, all originating from 4chan. Make sure to watch till the end, because there's some pretty disturbing stuff towards the bottom. I'm gonna talk about all of them, and how each one makes 4chan such a great site. Starting at the top, we have early memes. 4chan is credited with the creation of many early memes, along with the whole concept of memes in general. Most popular memes used today would have often stemmed from 4chan. Here are some notable ones: Pepe the Frog, Rage Comics, Wojaks, Pedo Bear, funny internet cats, impact font memes, and much, much more. Next up, we have Anonymous. Anonymous is a decentralized activist and hacktivist group. It's mostly known for its cyber attacks against several governments, government institutions, and government agencies, and most notably, the Church of Scientology. Originating in 2003 on the image board 4chan, they represent the offline and online community of users existing as a digitalized global hive mind. In public, they can often be seen wearing Guy Fawkes masks, with some masking their voice with text-to-speech programs. Beginning with Project Chanology in 2008, a series of protests, pranks, and hacks targeting the Church of Scientology, the Anonymous Collective became increasingly associated with collaborative hacktivism on a number of issues internationally. Next we have Rick Rolling. Rick Rolling, I mean, I'm sure you know what it is, but in case you don't, Rick Rolling is a bait and switch prank that involves posting a hyperlink that is supposedly relevant to the topic at hand in an online discussion, but redirects the viewer to the music video of Never Gonna Give You Up. Since 2007, numerous versions of the music video on YouTube have garnered hundreds of millions of views, largely driven by the widespread practice of Rick Rolling. Green text. Green texts are short stories posted on 4chan. They're written in internet-evolved language that can be characterized as abrupt. They get their name from the use of 4chan's quote function that colors the text green. You know, the stories that are like, be me, be 13, yeah, that kind of stuff. Pepe the Frog. Pepe the Frog is an anthropomorphic frog character from the comic series Boys Club by Matt Furey. On 4chan, various illustrations of the frog creature have been used as reaction faces, including Feels Good Man, Sad Frog, Angry Pepe, Smug Frog, and much more. QAnon. QAnon is an American political conspiracy theory and political movement originating from 4chan in 2017. QAnon centers on false claims made by an anonymous individual or individuals known as Q. These claims have been relayed, developed, and supplemented by numerous communities and influences associated with the movement. The core QAnon theory is that a cabal of satanic, cannibalistic, sexual abusers of children operating a global child trafficking ring conspired against former US President Donald Trump during his term in office. QAnon has direct roots to Pizzagate. Yeah, if you don't know, it's a conspiracy that appeared about a year before QAnon. It has a bunch of elements from many other theories as well. Okay, now we're at level 2, starting with Moot. Moot is the online pseudonym used by Christopher Poole, the creator of English language image board 4chan and media remixing web app Canvas. Christopher Poole created 4chan back in 2003 when he was 15 years old, living in New York City. According to a 2007 article in The Star, Moot frequented the Something Awful forums prior to creating 4chan. The site was launched on October 1st, 2003, as a place to discuss otaku culture inspired by the Japanese image board Futaba Channel, or 2chan. Poole remained somewhat anonymous until his name was revealed in a Wall Street Journal, profiling 4chan on July 9th, 2008. His web presence remains fairly limited, but outside of 4chan, he maintains an active Twitter account and personal blog. That guy, that I'm not gonna say, didn't commit endgame. Now I see why no one has made a video on this Iceberg. Susan, please don't come for me. Anyway, that thing is an image macro series in which various facts are listed and are abruptly followed by variations of the phrase "Thingo didn't endgame himself," referencing the conspiracy theories regarding the death of Jeffrey, that guy. Incel, or involuntarily celibate, is a concept of internet humor, typically iterated in an image macros poking fun at male-oriented hobbies that may be deemed unattractive by the other sex, such as LARPing, cosplaying, video game collecting, and some others. While some instances appear to be used as a form of self-parody, others can be seen as examples of version shaming. Anon. There's not much to this one. Anon is just the term that people on 4chan call each other. It comes from the word anonymous, because on 4chan everyone is anonymous. Gamergate. Gamergate was a loosely organized misogynistic online harassment campaign and a right-wing backlash against feminism, diversity, and progressivism in video game culture. It was conducted by using the hashtag Gamergate primarily in 2014 and 2015. Beginning in August of 2014, Gamergate targeted women in the video game industry, most notably the famous media critic Anita Sarkeesian and video game developers Zoe Quinn, Brianna Wu, among others. The harassment campaign involved doxing, word threats, death threats, and some other stuff. Gamergate members stated that they were a social movement, but lacked well-defined goals, a coherent message, and leaders, making Gamergate difficult to define. Gamergators claim to promote ethics in video game journalism. They claimed to be protecting the gamer identity and opposed what they saw as political correctness in video games. Brony. Brony, as you probably know, is an internet slang term used to describe teenage or adult male fans of the TV cartoon My Little Pony. Though initially seen as a cult phenomenon outside the show's traditional demographic of young girls, the bronies have since grown into a widely recognized fandom subculture and continue to retain their presence and influence on internet culture and its hub sites. Cicada 3301. Cicada 3301 is an annual online scavenger hunt in which the participant is asked to complete a series of complex and interconnected puzzles using various clues embedded in multimedia files. It's apparently designed to recruit intelligent individuals and is heavily focused on data security, cryptography, and steganography. The mysterious puzzle-solving challenge has garnered considerable attention on the web since its launch in January 2012. If you want to know more, watch Lemino's video on it. It's pretty good. Starting at tier 3, we have Himroot. Himroot, or Hiroyuki Nishimura, is a Japanese internet entrepreneur, the creator of the image board 2chan, and ex-director of Niwango Inc., known for its media hub service, Nico Nico, which is kind of like Japanese YouTube, I guess. In September 21st, 2015, Christopher Poole announced that he had sold 4chan to Nishimura, making him the new owner of the website. Boku no Piku. Boku no Piku is a series of adult anime involving people that are underage. It was an OVA made by Natural High Studios due to its explicit sex scenes and not so morally correct nature, it's often used as a troll suggestion to anime newcomers as a shock video. I know it's kind of messed up, but it's pretty funny seeing just like some random come on a image board asking for good anime, and then you tell them to watch Boku no Pico, and they watch it, and their view of anime is forever tainted, I guess you would say. CIA data mining. I don't want to talk about this because I'm scared of the CIA, alright? Who isn't? This one refers to cases in which the CIA have admitted to using 4chan to gather info about certain individuals and groups. This is apparently a real thing that happened, which as you'll see later down on the list, there are some sketchy individuals on 4chan, so I'm not very surprised that the CIA do this kind of stuff. Shills. Shills is a practice in which certain interest groups go to 4chan, specifically poll, and attempt to convert a lot of people to their ideology. This is where you see like a lot of the red pill, blue pill stuff. The term red pill was like popularized from 4chan, especially on poll, which is the political image board. A bunch of right-wing and left-wing people, extremists mostly, just go on there and try to convert people to their political views, and it's pretty funny to see them get trolled. It's quite common. NEET. NEET is an acronym standing for Not in Education, Employment or Training, which was originally coined in the United Kingdom as a classification for people between the ages of 16 and 24 who are unemployed and not in school. However, in Japan, the term is used to identify anyone between the ages of 15 and 34 who is unemployed, not in school, and not seeking employment. Online, especially in 4chan, the acronym is often used to label those who fit the neckbeard stereotype. Basically, you say anything cringe, you get called a NEET. I mean, it's not much of an insult, but invalidating your worth in society, I guess. The fappening. Who says fap? Like, have you ever unironically used the word fap? Like, I'm gonna go have a fap. Like, who says that? The fappening, it's a mix of the words the happening and fap. It refers to a nude photograph leak featuring various high-profile celebrities that were posted on 4chan in late August 2014. Many have speculated that the images were stolen via Apple's iCloud service, which hosts photographs taken with iPhone mobile devices. Personally, I don't really trust the iCloud stuff after all this stuff. Not only the fappening, but like there's been heaps of iCloud leaks. Like, your photos are not safe on the iCloud, so lolcats. Lolcats are image macros consisting of humorous photos of cats with superimposed text written in a form of broken English known as lolspeak. The lolcat meme gained much of its traction through the weekly ritual of Cat a Day on 4chan, and Can I Have Cheeseburger? Lolcats was kind of the origin of like the Tumblr random kids who are like, can I have pizza, cheeseburger, lol, bagel, ha, funny, random. I'm kind of glad that trend, died along with lolcats gets. This is a little hard to explain if you don't know how 4chan works, but every replay and post gets assigned a number, and if the number is notable in some way, it's called a get. Usually if the digits on the end are all the same number, they'll be called a get. Or like if you post and like your number is 42069 or something, yeah, that's a get. The Tumblr 4chan war. On July 11th, 2014, an anonymous user of 4chan posted the following template image to the random board with the title "Fill in the blank" in response to the retaliation of several Tumblr users to 4chan's recent anti-feminist raid. Several other posters responded immediately with their own versions, causing the thread to hit well over 100 players within the first hour alone. Basically, think of it as some guys on 4chan made a meme template to annoy feminists on Tumblr. Janies. I don't know why this is so far down, but again, it's just another term, Janies. It's used to refer to low-level mods who are on the site. Yeah, that's about it. Starting at level 4, we have He Will Not Divide Us. He Will Not Divide Us is an anti-Trump online performance art project by actor Shia LaBeouf and artists like Luke Turner and Nastya Ronoko. It featured a 24-hour live stream held in a variety of locations. While initially launched outside the Museum of Moving Image in Queens, New York, with a planned broadcast for the duration of Donald Trump's first term as President of the United States, the stream was moved to several times after being disrupted by trolls on 4chan's poll board and other online communities. If you want to know more about this thing, watch Internet Historian's video on it. It's pretty interesting. I think at some point the broadcast cut to an image of a flag, and then people on 4chan they looked at the time of the broadcast and the sun, the position of the sun, to find out roughly where the flag was, and then they found it, and I think they did something to the flag or something, but man, y'all political board people are wacky. The Sarah Palin email hack. The Sarah Palin email hack occurred on September 16th, 2008, during the 2008 United States presidential election campaign, when vice presidential candidate Sarah Palin's Yahoo personal email account was subjected to unauthorized access. The hacker, David Colonel, obtained access to Palin's account by looking up biographical details, such as her high school and birth date, and using Yahoo's account recovery for forgotten passwords. Colonel then posted several pages of Palin's emails on 4chan's B-board. Colonel, who at the time of the offense was a 20-year-old college student, was the son of longtime Democratic State Representative Mike Colonel of Memphis, Keck. Keck is a translation of the acronym LOL, laugh out loud, when reading the text written by members of the Horde faction as an alliance player in the online multiplayer game World of Warcraft. Kek is also associated with the unrelated Turkish snack food Top Kek, which is often discussed on S4S or Shit 4chan Says board on 4chan, Dusty the Cat. On Sunday, February 15th, 2009, Kenny, or Chris Glenn, posted 2 videos, both abusing a cat named Dusty. He posted these videos on YouTube under the account name Glenn Spam 1, which has now been suspended, thank God. Various mirrors have been uploaded though, each being removed by YouTube for obvious reasons. It shows Kenny, Christopher, under the pseudonym Timmy, and his brother abusing their cat. A number of internet communities managed to identify the perpetrator. The anonymous community was able to track down the creator of the videos, a 14-year-old from Lawton, Oklahoma, and pass his details to his local police department. As a result of this, a suspect was arrested and the cat was treated by a veterinarian and taken to a safer place. Horace Mann School. This one refers to a contest where you could vote for Taylor Swift to perform at your school. A bunch of people on 4chan thought it'd be funny to hack the poll and then make the school a school for deaf kids. It won, and the school was Horace Mann School. For obvious reasons, she didn't perform there, but her marketing team was pretty annoyed. Getting deeper now, in Tier 5, we have the Futaba channel. Futaba channel, or Futaba, or Two Leaf channel, or 2chan, or whatever you want to call it, is it's an image board from Japan. It's kind of like Japanese 4chan. It was around before 4chan. I think I mentioned it earlier when talking about the owner, but yeah, think of it as the original 4chan. The Nintendo Data Leak. Nintendo Data Leak, also known as the Nintendo Giga Leak, is a series of leaks of data from the Japanese video game company Nintendo on the image board 4chan. The leak started in March of 2018, but became most prominent in 2020. 10 main sets of data leaked on 4chan, ranging from the game console source code to internal documentation and development tools. The name GigaLeak mainly refers to the second leak on July 24th, which was 3 gigabytes in size. The leaks are believed to have come from companies contracted by Nintendo in the design of these consoles, and or from individuals previously convicted of intrusion into Nintendo systems. An earlier, much smaller leak had also occurred in 2018, which contained the Nintendo Space World 1997 demos for Pokemon Gold and Silver. I don't want to say the word because I don't want to get my channel deleted. Swastika? No, I can't say that. Cross the Red Flagmen. Yeah, Neo Red Flagmen. Basically, people in the modern day who force the Red Flagman ideology and promote white supremacy and attack minorities and want to create a fascist state, stuff like that. Yeah, I think it's on this Iceberg because going on 4chan, even now, if you go on there now, I guarantee you, if you go to B, there'll be at least like a few posts of just these red flag men forcing their ideologies on people. Desu. Desu is a Japanese word that is used by both fans of Japanese culture and those who mock the former. In most situations, Desu is used in spam attacks and thread derailments on forums and image boards alike. The use of the word is usually accompanied by the character Suzizeki from the Japanese anime Rosen Maiden. Dub the Do. Dub the Do was an online contest to name a new green apple-infused Mountain Dew drink on the website dubthedo.com. The contest was raided by 4chan users who flooded the poll with joke names and subsequently hacked the website's front page. On August 13th, 2012, an anonymous 4chan user submitted a post calling for others to vote for the names "That Guy Did Nothing Wrong" and "Gushing Granny." I don't like 4chan anymore. Prior to being archived, the thread received over 550 replies. The same day, the contest page was submitted in a post to R-Funny titled 4chan Names the New Mountain Dew, which reached the front page, accumulating over 11,000 upvotes and 1,700 comments within 24 hours. Yeah, I think after this point, the marketing execs learned not to make public contests, because, yeah, this is like one of the many times 4chan has derailed a poll. Yotsuba Koiwa. Yotsuba Koiwa is the main character from the manga series Yotsuba, previously featured on the one-shot Try 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 by Kiyohiko Azuma. Over time, Yotsuba was adopted by 4chan as the site's official mascot, appearing in banned users' messages, ads, logos, and HTTP 404 messages, leading to the nickname 404 Girl. Starting at tier 6, we have Moot is Olev. This refers to an event where B was hacked by a guy called Olev. From what I've seen, people thought that this guy could have been Moot, the owner of 4chan, well, was the owner, the creator of 4chan. People thought he could be behind the hack, but I doubt it. This one was kind of hard to find info on because it happened 12 years ago or so yeah, take that with a grain of salt. Jeff the Killer origins. You're probably familiar with Jeff the Killer, that creepypasta scary man, but what you might not know is the original image attached to the creepypasta has quite a lot of mystery surrounding it. Nobody really knows where it came from. So the theory is that in 2006, a 4chan user posted an image of herself and was mocked by other users and had the picture edited a bunch. Since she was not in the best mental state, she then apparently endgamed herself, and a lot of people think that the Jeff the Killer image is one of the photoshopped images of her. Because of this, the origins of the image is a bit confusing, and it's more interesting than the creepypasta itself. Battletoads. This refers to a meme when people used to call GameStop and ask for pre-orders for the new Battletoads game for Nintendo Wii, which doesn't exist. You know what Battletoads is, that old NES game. It's not coming out on the Wii anytime soon. ISP bans. A lot of ISPs have banned their users from using 4chan because 4chan is just like a little controversial, like a little offensive to people. Like, not very advertiser friendly of a site, so it's pretty understandable why ISPs would ban people from going on there. Trump will win. In a thread on the poll board during the 2016 election, a user replied with the phrase "Trump will win," and get this, their digits were all 7. If you don't understand how the digits work, like I mentioned earlier, let me stress this to you, how rare it is. It's on the same level as winning the Powerball twice. I mean, all their digits were 7, and you know, 7's a lucky number, and then Trump did win the election, so I mean, you gotta hand it to this 4chan user. I mean, if it wasn't for him... Starting at tier 7, we have the Key Lime Pie Mystery. The Key Lime Pie Mystery is quite deep, to say the least. Like, I'm talking Mariana Trench deep. I could talk about it for hours, but I'll spare you the details and give you just a brief summary. Basically, one man over the course of a decade persistently wrote over 1,000 reviews about some company's delicious key lime pie. I mean, this guy was writing like daily reviews on this pie. I mean, it must have been pretty good. This led to people from both 4chan and Reddit to search for the person behind the large number of reviews. Duckroll. It's not much. It's like the original Rickroll. Started from 4chan. It was basically people would send you a link saying like, haha, free V-Bucks, click here, and then you'd click on it, and yeah, you'd get this video of a duck on wheels playing like some quirky music. It's very obscure, and I didn't know about it before researching this, but yeah, it's like the original Rickroll from about 2007 or so. I always love uncovering obscure memes. I mean, it's so cool to see memes that have just been like lost to time and people forget about them. And then you just like scroll through the comments and you see all these people like, back in the day, this meme was so funny. Marble Cake. The string Marble Cake, also the game, was used in a 4chan hack of 2009 Time 100 poll, which manipulated the results of the poll so that the first letters of the 21 names spelled out this string, and the top name was Moot, resulting in Time magazine pronouncing Christopher Moot Poole, the founder of 4chan, to be the world's most influential person in 2009. Cameraheads. Cameraheads is a lost creepypasta that revolves around a character's descent into madness after discovering the existence of entities known as cameraheads. The synopsis goes: an anonymous 4chan user discovers a backpack with items in it, whether it be scattered books and a note, or a tape, broken camera, and a letter. He finds the written message, "I killed a camera head." The user then finds himself being stalked by the camera heads, posting photos of them as they hunt him. I don't know, this one just really freaked me out. I mean, the images of them, I don't like it. It's like 3 in the morning. I don't like that. Almost at the bottom, we're at tier 8, and we have the Taylor Swift 4chan conspiracy. The theory goes that Taylor Swift is secretly lurking on the 4chan message board. A user of 4chan's board compiled evidence that seems to suggest the 23-year-old pop country singer has been secretly posting to the board and inviting users to find out her real identity. There are threads in which an unnamed celebrity, who seems to be Taylor, invites questions, and another that shows a user asked for name suggestions for her new kitten. The name Meredith is chosen, linking to a story in which Taylor Swift actually named her new kitten Meredith. Personally, I believe this. I mean, there's a lot of evidence here. It could be like some crazy conspiracy, but like, I don't know, it's kind of cool to think that like someone as prestigious as Taylor Swift is on 4chan. Moot dislikes his own site. This one just states that Moot, the creator of the site, dislikes it. Honestly, with the state that the website's in right now, I wouldn't really blame him. Despite it being entertaining, it has a lot of degeneracy in it. It's not a good place. We are now at the last tier of the iceberg, the bottom of the bottom, the 4chan killer. This one's basically talking about a user on B that posted several timestamped images of people that were, not alive, claiming that he was the one to not alive them. Searching for these images on Google showed that these images had not been posted on the web before. So, this guy was the real deal. As of now, the culprit is still unknown and could still be out there. This is quite the rabbit hole, and is a bit much to discuss right now. I'm thinking of making a video later on discussing it if you guys are interested. Reiko's Trap Haram. Reiko's Trap Haram? What is this Iceberg, bro? Reiko's Trap Haram refers to a controversy surrounding allegations that an R9K poster on 4chan associated with the Discord handle Reiko3333 convinced various young men to take hormone therapy pills and became traps. According to the allegations, Reiko forced several R9K users into this harem by persuading them to share nude pictures of themselves after they had taken the hormone therapy pills to prove that they were taking the drug. They were subsequently used to dox and blackmail the victims, although this was never confirmed. I don't know how you force people to take hormone therapy pills. Yeah, this is 4chan's degeneracy at its peak. So that does it for the 4chan iceberg. If you're still here, I want to thank you for sticking to the end. I really appreciate it. I just want to thank you guys for the recent support. It's been pretty cool. I mean, 50 subs? What the fuck, bro? I've made like 3 videos and I have 50 subs. That's pretty epic. I know it doesn't sound like much, but like, that's a lot to me. Anyway, thanks for watching, and if you like it, make sure to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.